God bless you. Welcome back, guys. My name is Zach Attack, and this is episode 95 in the Healthy, Wealthy, Happy series. 1 John chapter 4, verse 8. Whosoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. Quote of the day: the best and most beautiful things in this world cannot be seen or heard, but must be felt from the heart. And that was from Helen Keller. And I thought that quote went great with that Bible verse today, because I just feeling like I needed to love myself again. So I was looking up some love quotes, and also my love interest in life. I'm just feeling the love of life, guys. And it's a big part of that is to get off of TV, social media, news, politics, get away from all that and just start loving life, loving yourself, and trusting in the promises of God. So guys, I didn't make a video yesterday. I've been going every other day, if you've noticed here. It's being pretty effective because it's a lot of the same stories. So 2 days ago, I was 96 hours into my fast. Even though it was my first day off of work, I had eaten a week ago or whatever. So my routine was a little messed up, and I said I was going to continue to fast straight through because I wanted to lose more weight before I weighed in. Because I think I knew that I wasn't going to be much below 248, and I wanted to make a bigger jump to get down to that at least 230 by April 1st, and we'll see where I get. But so it was early in the day 2 days ago when I was making my video, and I was feeling great and motivated and like I'm going to fast for a few more days, no problem. But as soon as 96 hours hit that evening, I was just overwhelming. My body knew, my brain knew. It was like, dude, this is when you eat every 4 days, of not eating. And I didn't go crazy, but I ate a lot of protein and fat. So I can't remember what it was now, but I think it was like steak and eggs. And because I hadn't prepared to eat, but I had stuff in the freezer. And I did. Did I stop at the grocery store that night? I don't even remember, guys. But anyway, I ate. And so I did weigh in before I ate, and I weighed exactly the 238 again. So that was another time where I went 8 days. But to be honest, I think I'm still making great progress. It just didn't show up on the scale because the gym workouts, I'm killing it. So that means my muscle mass is up a little. We'll get caught up with that too. So I'm on day 3. So I ate that day 2 days ago. I ate yesterday and I ate today. It was more like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, as opposed to the Atkins. So I still was eating, like eggs and bacon for breakfast type stuff and salads, but I just wasn't counting. I kind of fell off the wagon because I hadn't prepared to eat. I was going to continue fasting, so I didn't go to the grocery store, and I just kind of ate what I had, and it didn't work out as great, but, let's let that be gone and move on. And I know I keep saying like this is what the channel's about, but it really is, guys. This is for the people that have struggled with weight loss, who have said they're going to fast for 2 more days and don't, or said they're going to get out and exercise more starting Monday and never do it, make their New Year's resolution and never follow through. And that's what this is about, guys, is how to struggle through those failures and how to keep pushing yourself and keep facing new challenges and just never giving up, guys. So I'm on day 3 of eating. I weigh 238. Yesterday was basically a day off. I was just super lazy. Didn't really get anything that productive done. I didn't make many notes. I just ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Putzed around the house. I went for a walk. I didn't do much though. So today, got up early. I'm developing my routine, my daily routine, my morning ritual, and I'll get to that towards the end here. This is going to be a shorter video. I just kind of trying to get you guys caught up, let you see where I'm at. So, like I said, the diet for the last couple of days has been just breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So today I just had like scrambled eggs with some veggies and cheese. For lunch, I had that pho. After I was at the gym, I went to the Vietnamese restaurant. So there's an example like that. It's totally not Atkins. But so I ate like a 500 calorie breakfast. I was calculating it up, and a 500 calorie lunch. So the meals are still within range of of a weight loss strategy. Just drifted away from the Atkins. I love the Atkins though, guys. I don't wanna get too far off of it. I'm gonna be back on board with it. And so that brings me to the gym. So on the 17th, what is it now? The 20th, 23rd, 22nd. So last week I ran the really slow 5K. If you remember, I posted it was 39 minutes and 13 seconds. So I was getting a few things done this morning, and I hit the gym, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I knew I was doing shoulders because it was shoulder day for the rotation, and I was thinking about getting warmed up on the treadmill. So I got there and I stretched out and drank some water, and I was really stretching a lot before I got on the treadmill. And I was like, I'm actually feeling pretty good. I'm 2 days into eating, so I know I'm going to run slower, but you know what? I think I want to try to knock out a 5K today and then just see if I can beat that 39 minutes and 13 seconds. And this is jogging, walking, guys. This is not even jogging the whole 5K. This is just working your way up to it. So got all stretched out and ran the first half a mile, and I felt like, oh my God, I just can't do it. Maybe I bit off a little more than I can chew. So instead of jogging a mile and then walking for a little bit like I did last week, I jogged for a half a mile. And then I walked for just like 1 minute, maybe even a little bit less. And then I picked up, I sped back up, and I was able to run a little faster average pace than I did last week, instead of more like because I was running all the way down to 4.8 miles an hour last week, and this week today, I didn't run slower than like 5.2 or something like that. And then I was up to a little faster than that, but I didn't really do any sprint in the middle or towards the end or anything. So anyway, I ran the half mile and then walked just a little bit, and then ran to a mile and walked a little, mile and a half, walked a little, 2 miles, walked a little, 2.5 miles, walked a little, and then finished it up. And to my surprise, I beat the time by exactly 2 minutes. So it's 39:13 turned into 37:13. So in just a week of, and that's why I say, like, I'm not totally disappointed in the results on the scale this week, because, and also, I feel like I'm really showing some results. I don't know, I'm not zoomed out enough here, but in my muscles especially, I can notice it. The biceps are easy to see, but like my triceps are horseshoeing out a little more. And then today, so after the 5K, which is 3.12 miles, I was feeling great. My breathing was good. My heart rate was a little higher than when I'm trained up, but I was like, okay, you're not all trained up yet, so it's not a surprise that it was getting up into the 150s. But I had a good sweat going. I had a good glisten going on my skin and shoulders and face, and I was like wiping sweat off my forehead with a towel. And so I had done some abs before I went running. I forgot that. I did my 100-pound crunches. And I was doing 100, and then I did 125, and today I did 150 or more. It was right in there, 150, and felt great. Wasn't sore or nothing. So, like I said, you can work up that strong core. It's pretty easy. You just keep doing it. And then I'm showing this 5K times. This is couch to 5K. This is just slow, easy, steady progress. I started out just walking, and then I was walk jogging, and now I'm just jog walking, and pretty soon, probably in a couple of weeks, I'll just jog the whole thing. And it's just slow progress. It's just doing what you want. It's be comfortable. You're not in any competition except for with yourself from yesterday. So then I hit shoulders, guys, and I did, I don't want to go exactly what all the workouts I did, but I don't know, I was about third or fourth workout into it, and I was still sweating from the treadmill, and I was sweating lifting, so it felt good. And I got to some free weights where some mirrors are in front of me, and I was kind of bent over doing, I don't know, I think some people calling them like rise and shines, or anyways, like lateral dumbbell raises, something like that. And I could really see the definition in my shoulders and my neck, and even these muscles were even kind of rippling as the weight came up. And anyway, I was just trying to say that to show that, I'm feeling pretty good psychologically, even though the scale didn't move too much. I was like, okay, there's muscle progress, there's 5K progress. I was trying on some outfits. I'll put a picture right here. of a outfit I was trying on today because I'm going to the Philippines, and it was just some cheap clothes I bought at Goodwill, but just because I don't have a lot of dress clothes, and then tomorrow I'm gonna go buy some nicer clothes. But I was just kind of seeing what's gonna look even halfway decent on me, even with some cheap clothes. So my goals and objectives, and I just wrote it down here kind of as a joke, but I was like, all right, if I write it down, I got to say it. And the first thing I wrote was just crush life, just keep crushing life. And in some ways, I feel a little isolated from the world, and a little sometimes I'm just sitting around, and I'm not like depressed, but I feel separated. I don't know how to say it right. Like I just feel like, I don't spend a lot of time. My ex-wife left me, my ex-girlfriends all left me, my friends have left me, and I take my responsibilities in those. Of course, not all my friends. I mean, people that have left me, mostly the women. Men that have left me, I kind of give them credit. Sometimes I yak too much and they need a break. But, I play the role in it as well. So I'm looking for people that are more like me. I think my personality kind of naturally sets me apart from those that are not meant to be around me. So I'll try to put a positive spin on it. But anyway, what I'm saying is, sometimes I feel a little like, what is life all about? What am I doing? Why am I here? And the Bible verse today, is just making me really feel comfortable with myself again, and be like, Zach, you're here to serve the Lord. You're here to worship God. You're here to choose salvation through Jesus Christ over the sin of this world, and the false Messiah that's going to come first, as we read about in 2 Thessalonians. So it cheers me back up. And so work hard is another one. Like, what are my goals and objectives here? And it's just, I was working really hard in the gym. Like I was on about my 4th different shoulder exercise. I was doing 3 sets of 10, 3 or 4 sets of 10 on all, and I did like 5 different shoulder exercises. And I was on about the 4th one, and I was sweating, and I could see these shoulder muscles rippling in the mirror. And I was using light weights, but just really focusing on form and proper technique and posture, and to really get good reps in, and really working the negatives, which is like maybe on the way down in some exercises, kind of holding them and slowly going down and really feeling it good. And it was really motivating me. And I heard these 2 younger guys were working out, maybe in their 20s, a little taller, thinner, good shaped dudes. They were killing some, I don't remember what muscle groups they were working, but they were working hard. And out of the corner of my ear, they were kind of off to my left and behind me, I heard something juicy AF. And I turned around and I said, I know that the one dude was sitting down and one dude was standing up, and I wasn't sure who said it, but I looked at the one guy sitting down. I was like, did you just say you're feeling juicy AF or something? And they both started laughing, and he was like, yes. And I was like, oh my God, dude, I use that. And I had like this one weight. I was on my 5th shoulder workout where I was doing like a lat pull, or like a dumb upright row, and then a front raise with like the long barbells. And so they were laughing about it. And then I was saying how I always say that, jack tanned and juicy AF. And then I was like, oh my God, this isn't even enough weight now. So I went and put the dumbbell or the barbell down. I got a heavier barbell. And I was like, oh, it's not heavy enough now for 2 arms. I'm doing it with 1 arm. And we're just all laughing, getting juicy. And we were kind of joking that we didn't know what it meant, but we're going to know what it means when we get there. I told these guys, I was like, all right, you guys come here a lot? And they're like, yeah, because I was there a little earlier in the day. And I said, I'm getting this t-shirt that say Stay Juicy AF or something like that. Getting juicy AF. And I was like, I'm getting you guys some larges. Are you going to wear them? They're like, yeah. So I got to get some juicy AF t-shirts, and guys, be looking forward to that. In the there's going to be a store once in a few months. There'll be a store attached to the channel, and we're going to have all kinds of motivational quotes on the t-shirts and Bible verses on the t-shirts, and some Zapisms, which is the Zach Attack program. And it's going to be amazing. So guys, let's just wrap it up with before I get to the morning routine. So work hard and never quit. So I actually had a flash. I forgot to mention this because I let it go, but because I was feeling a little bummed that I didn't continue fasting. I really wasn't bummed about the scale because I know that's going to come. I'm going to weigh 170. I was a little bummed that I didn't continue fasting because that's the little short-term objective goal, stepping stone I had set for myself, and then I failed. But I got up today. I did my thing. I got to the gym. I got a great workout. I had lunch. And then I got home and I almost got cleaned up and I almost left to go get ice cream. And, I was just kind of in the mood, like, you're doing great. It ain't all about the scale. It isn't all about the scale. You can go have ice cream once in a while. And you guys, you can. You got to be doing it because you want to do it. Are you going to lose as much weight if you're eating ice cream once a week? No, you're not, because you're adding in a big 1,000 calories of pure sugar. It's going to spike your insulin. Spike your blood sugar, which is going to spike your insulin. When there's insulin in your blood, you cannot burn fat. So, it's a way to just turn the fat burning switch off. But I'm just saying, so you got to be aware of that. Like, don't be so critical of yourself, but at the same time, be critical enough to have progress. And then, as I was talking about objectives, it reminded me of my training in the 82nd Airborne Division when you're in attacking an objective. You may not succeed. And that's well known in military doctrine. You're going to attack, let's just say, a small city and a little small town or whatever, let's just say. And you're with your platoon or company and you're marching towards there and you're a little ways away yet. You're not attacking yet. There's something called an OBJ, which is an objective rally point. Or the OBJ is the objective. There's an ORP, which is the objective rally point. And it might be, let's just say, a quarter mile away or half a mile away, whatever, from the objective, like back the way you came. So it's basically saying, and you'll be marching down and they'll go like this and they'll point down. And let's just say it's a big rock or a big tree or a bridge or a building or something. This is the objective rally point. So if we attack, our attack is repelled and we fail, we will fall back to this point. And I was thinking about that as I was taking my notes today and kind of diagnosing and doing a little diagnostic on my plan and my system that's going right now. And I was like, what is your objective rally point? Where do you fall back to? Because where you fall back to, if you're a 315-pound Zach, is you fall back to crybaby, quitter, victim. Always. You make your New Year's resolution. It doesn't last one day. And if it does, it doesn't last 1 week. And you immediately fall back to, fuck it, I quit. And you just go back to ice cream and shit. And I almost did that, like I said, I almost went and I'm not saying I won't. Have a beer, have an ice cream once in a while, enjoy life as long as it can be enjoyed with that in your life. If you're enjoying it every day, you're not enjoying it because it will crush your health. And if you're not healthy, you're not going to be happy. So if you will remember why you're doing what you're doing, this is part of my objective rally point. Okay, you're in your car. Let's say you had you're on your diet, you're on your New Year's resolution, and remember that comes down to your new day resolution. I might even write that in as part of my morning routine is to have a new day resolution. NDR. Not a New Year's resolution, but a new day's resolution. So you're in your car, you had a bad day at work, and you're on your fitness and diet plan, and maybe, they brought donuts and they knew you were on a diet because you messed up and told them you were. And they kind of rub it in your face. Oh, come on, you can have a donut. Or, oh, you don't get none or whatever, Whether you ate one or not, it might have threw you off, your day off. And then you're in your car, your objective rally point, and you're deciding what to do, And here's what to do. Is remember why. How is not important. The finish line of the marathon is not important. Mile 1 is way more important than mile 26. Because if you never run mile 1, you're not going to get to 26. So remember why. Why did you go on a diet? Why did you go to the gym? Why did you break up with your ex-girlfriend even though you loved her? Why do you, whatever it is, right? The whys. And if you have good enough whys, because you're a servant of Jesus Christ, how won't matter. How will just, you'll figure out how, because you know why you're doing it. You know, people try to know how to eat right. How did you quit smoking, Zach? It's like, in your head, that's how, not how. You watch the video. I was smoking that e-cigarette all the way up until before that video. I threw it down and I never smoked it again. And it's been a few months. I'm not saying I never will again, but you know, that's how you do it in your brain. You know, how did you change your diet? You know, it's like, it almost becomes too obvious the more you explain it. You know, it's like, well, I read a book and it said, you know, replace ice cream with, you know, cauliflower, and then you'll lose weight. And it's like, okay, let me try that. You know, you don't want to do that. You don't know why you're doing that. You know, you want to lose weight. You want to, you know, stand on top of the mountain. But why? You know, and as soon as your why gets challenged, you're just going to go back to the ice cream. And I really compare it to like people trying to quit smoking. They never really, the people that fail so often, like I've seen so many people try to quit smoking, and including myself. It's a great example. You know, people will make it a few days or a week or even 2 weeks or even a year. People quit smoking and they go back to it. And you would never go back to it if you knew why you had quit. And it was an important why, you know, and then it helps to really maybe reinforce it with the negative why not. You know, like maybe look at some pictures of a tumor or emphysema lungs, or you know, of a person with a tracheotomy that, you know, had to have their, you know, cancer in their throat, cancer in their lungs, cancer, you know. Make the why not really good too. Like, this is why I'm not doing it, but this is why I am doing it, you know, for my children, for myself, for my family, for the example. And then how to do it becomes nothing. How do you not smoke? You don't not smoke. You're doing something else. So it's just not part of it. And how to turn that into the diet, how the why turns into the how to eat right, how to go to the gym, how to, so I got a lot of it together, guys, and I just want to be so honest and open and forthright so that we can document the victorious way that we overcome these challenges. So let's get down to so remember your why, and your how will never be an issue. So morning routine. Even though I know we're going to talk more about the evening routine as well, but I'm starting to write down maybe a 10-step morning routine, and maybe we'll have a 5 or 10-step evening routine eventually as well. It's already going. It's just I don't have that much of it written down yet. So for the morning, no. And I'm still, even as I was writing this, I was like, oops, this goes there. Oops, this goes there. So you're sleeping. For me, 5:30, the alarm goes off. Turn off the alarm. First thing I do is smile and count down from 5. By the time I'm at 5, and my bed is right behind me, and it is made. Oh, that's blocked, but it's made. Turn off the alarm, which is on my phone. Stand up. You got 5 seconds. All happy because I'm already standing up, and the alarm just went off less than 5 seconds ago. My water bottle is right next to me at all times. And see, you guys, here's an example. Like I opened this one right on the camera the day before yesterday, and it's been a day and a half, and so I don't just drink this water, but this is the one right here, and I drank like 2/3 or 3/4 of a gallon just while I was in this location. I drank water when I was at the gym. I drank water in my car. I drank water in the kitchen. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're out of bed. Drink some water and go. Just take a chug because it's waking up your internal organs, even if it's only like 3-4 ounces. And then go do your bathroom thing. If that's usually I have to go immediately to the bathroom, so I might as well have that be the first thing. So go use the bathroom and brush my teeth and do whatever I'm going to do with my mouth. And I usually just splash water on my face, keep my hair real short so I don't have to do nothing, and throw some deodorant on and come back out. And then I got 2 minutes of stretching, because I had been stretching, but I hadn't really been taking the whole 2 minutes. Like, I was just touching my toes and left to right and rotate it. So actually look at the clock and be like, okay, let's just stretch for a couple minutes. And I'm going to get it even more specific. But like I said, on some of these habits and routines that you develop, you can be vague at first, because at least it gives you a category. And then you can be more specific after that. Because just don't lose that you wanted to do 20 push-ups at lunchtime at work every day. And then you figure out, well, it's going to be a good idea to do it before I eat, and then you can fine tune it and customize it as you go. So stretch for 2 minutes, which for me is going to be like it's just going to be like a forward fold and like a downward dog, and maybe then like a cobra. And then, I like to put like your left foot over your right foot and then touch your toes. You kind of really stretch out your hips, do that on each side. And then maybe like some, what are they called? Like crescent pose, where your right foot is way out and your left foot is way back, and you kind of come over your right knee, and it opens up your hips real good. Do that on each side. 2 minutes, you can do a lot of stretching. And then I have written here, which I haven't done yet, but this is developing. I was doing the praying. So when you're brushing your teeth, you're just kind of praying and meditating, and I wanted to just bring that into while I'm stretching as well, to be praying and meditating, but also to have a separate, maybe even I sit back down in my chair here and just totally relax for like 2 minutes. Like, you just woke up out of bed, you got a little water, you splash some water on your face, you brush your teeth, you stretch out a little bit, and then just sit down and pause and just have a little reflection of, what's the plan for today, how are we going to make it happen, and just be comfortable and confident, and kind of a stoic. To me, I'm comparing this stoic behavior philosophy compared to my old kind of overly emotional. I didn't even realize how emotional I was in the past, as far as like reactionary, depending on my ups and downs of my emotions, whether it's happiness or sadness or whatever, positive, negative, feeling good, feeling bad, and then let that dictate how I act and how I behave throughout the day. And it's like, maybe just suppress those a little bit and be a little more rock steady. And maybe just a couple minutes of calm reflection can help you accomplish that. And then make my bed, and then get dressed. Maybe with the 2 minute, I wrote down the New Day's resolution. That can be kind of part of the 2 minute. See how we're developing this as we go. Kind of be thinking about your New Day's resolution as you sit down and chill for a couple minutes, and then get up, make your bed, get dressed. And for you, this might be an hour or 2 hours. I don't know. I mean, I've heard that women take very long doing their makeup. I've never been with a woman like that, thankfully. But I kind of look for them. When I see women with makeup, I do not pursue them. I'm not trying to wait on you my whole life. The amount of hours waiting would just be no-go for me. So anyway, guys, we're going to shut it up here right at the short of a half hour, because like I said, these videos take a while to edit and upload. But I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. Got some more subscribers coming in over the last couple of days, maybe another 100 or something. So thank you guys for checking out the channel. Oh, you guys, I almost forgot. I got to show you one more thing before we go. Real quick. Not my belly. Got some of my YouTube t-shirts in. It's got the Zach at Happy, Healthy, Wealthy 777. So just have a few of those in. If anybody wants one that knows me, get a hold of me. We'll give you the dirt cheap price on those to help support the channel and spread the good news of Jesus Christ. And get it going, guys. So, speaking of Jesus Christ, you guys, jump on board with Jesus because he loves you. I love you guys, and I will catch you guys again in the next episode.